This is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome back on the platform that tells you undiluted truth. And this truth will be a global truth. For you to understand the big conspiracy against humanity. Talking about what is happening between Israel and Hamas. You may be hearing it from different quarters. Some people say that Israel is overreacting and is bombarding Gaza for just a mere threat from Hamas, or using heavy weapon to crush Hamas and in the process decimating civilians. My people, the trending video of the activities of Hamas, when we say it in the past on this platform, some people picked on it and said that that is not true. But this video has opened up everything for you to see how Hamas is using hospitals and civilian areas as their operational base.
I'm here in Gaza City. We are here next to a house of a terrorist. This is one of the senior terrorists who is the head of the operational naval operations that led the raids into Israel. His house is right next to a school. His house is 200 yards from the hospital of Rantisi. Next to his house, there is a tunnel. Now I want to show you an operational tunnel. The tunnel is built with electricity. We first saw the solar panels, then the electricity goes here, and it goes down directly to the tunnel. Now you can see the tunnel. You can see the tunnel. The tunnel is let down more than 20 meters down. Israeli Special Unit, the Israeli Navy SEALs, this is still an operation that is conducting. And I'm showing you the first evidence to see. We are now in the area of the basement of the hospital. I want to show you a room where we found all the gear, the operational gear of Hamas. Hamas is using hospitals, like we showed the evidence in Shifa Hospital. In other hospitals, we are now seeing it in live in Rantisi Hospital. An operation still conducting right now. Look at what Hamas is holding inside the hospital. I want you to understand, this kind of gear is a gear for a major fight. These are explosives. These are vests with explosives. Yeah, it's a body vest for terrorists to explode on forces. Among hospitals, among patients, we have hand grenades, Kalashnikovs, and then we have the RPGs. People shooting RPGs from hospitals. This is Hamas, firing RPGs for hospitals. The world has to understand who is Israel fighting against. We are now in the basement, and in this basement we found a motorcycle. They were all used in the massacre of the 7th of October. They even have bullets in this motorcycle. So they came back from the massacre on the 7th of October into Rantisi Hospital with hostages on a motorcycle. We're still researching this. Yards from here, we find the chair, a woman, clothes, and a rope. A rope next to the legs. And look above this, look above it. It's a baby bottle. It's a baby bottle in a basement. Above a World Health Organization sign. This is a suspicion for an area where hostages were being held. We're now looking at an infrastructure. You don't need to build something improvisedly in a hospital in the basement. Unless you want to hold someone in the basement, you don't want anyone to see him. Again, we're in the same basement, and here we see diapers, and we see, I don't know, maybe something, we see diapers. I want you to see this room. It's in the basement of the hospital. We can see this area is a closed area from the rest of the hospital. We can see the ventilation air that was done improvisedly to this area. And we can see infrastructures that was built in here, toilets, shower, a small kitchen, will provide the terrorists their needs. Also conduct a hideout where terrorists take hostages and hide out. And I will show you now the evidence. You're now entering into the room where we suspect the hostages were being held. I want you to look at this room. People are putting curtains with nothing above, just wall. No reason to put here a curtain unless you want to film hostages and deliver movies. And now we'll show you more evidence. In this room, there is a list. This list, in Arabic, this list says, we are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift guarding the people that were here.
That is it. Now, what can you make of it? Of a terrorist organization who are doing everything possible to destroy a people that is not even after to destroy, because I've not seen a situation where Israel initiated this attack without the provocation of Hamas or some of these terrorist organizations. I'm not here to justify the killing of civilians. The life of every human is precious. Now, the one that got me to make this video is to see the UN, or what they call the United Nations World Health Organization. You saw it. The soldier that was making that video highlighted on it to ensure and convince you that this is a hospital at the basement where Hamas is carrying out its operations. Now come to think of it, Hamas, Gaza, hospital, put them together. You have what they call international relief and international kind of donations or assistance from these international bodies to an organization like Hamas. Because I can tell you, Hamas is in control of Gaza. It's like the government in Gaza. Now they use the guise of getting equipment, support, assistance from these international organizations and end up using that as a shield to cover their criminal activities. Now tell me, what justification do you have? We've had people come out. There are truthful people, truthful Muslims out there who cannot justify this madness. That is why you are not seeing this madness happening in Saudi Arabia, or happening in Oman, or happening in Dubai, or United Arab Emirates as a whole. People have come out to say Hamas is using human shield and they're carrying out their operation from the hospital. And when the hospital is hit, they will say Israel is targeting hospitals and killing civilians. And you see stations like Al Jazeera, the propaganda tool for these lies, be at the forefront. There is nothing Israel will do that is justifiable. But to kill, maim, kidnap Israel is justifiable. No. Now, what is the super conspiracy that I'm talking about? Africa, there are so many countries in Africa that needed help. In my country, Nigeria, there are needs, medical needs, emergency ones. We hardly get one here. But those who are quick to have access to medical assistance globally are these terrorist organizations. How they do that? Through their political structures and their agents they have spread across strategically in different governments of the world and in the international community organizations. So that is it. And they benefit big time from this kind of situation. Yes, they benefit big time. When there is war, some people cash out. When there is decimation of people, we are no longer talking about the population of the world. This is just part of it. So war must continue. People must continue to die. Whether Christian, Muslim, Hindu, or whatever. They have set an agenda to depopulate the world. And how to do that? One of the ways is through these unnecessary wars. To sponsor terrorists. They are the ones that quickly get assistance. And that is what I tell you, that these international communities and agencies are agents of inhumanity, agents of darkness, especially to my people in Africa. And I always say the freedom and the liberation of not just Africans but humanity at large lies on men and women of integrity that will stand up and speak the truth when it matters most. Thank God we are seeing this video. Help me share this video to end the lies and the propaganda against Israel and speak out against terrorists who had made life miserable for everyone in the face of the earth. Bye-bye for now.